I saw the story where Clinton Portis said that some of the Redskins would drink some Hennessy before they played in a game.
Wow.
So judging by your reaction, that's not a common thing for players to do a shot or drink?
Before a game?
Yeah.
No. I didn't see any players do that. I don't think that's even.
Have you ever heard of anybody doing that?
It's not good for the body. No, I haven't heard. I remember seeing the special of Maurice Claret, and he said that when he was playing, he would say, "I gotta have my goose, and they would bring a water bottle full of
Grey Goose,
and a Gatorade with his name on it, so they knew it was just his. But this is when he was going through a ton of things. But players that I play with, I couldn't think back and say that guy was tipsy at practice. Now, thinking back, could I look at a guy and say, maybe he smokes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always kind of tell a guy who's high versus a guy who's drunk. But you can't be drunk and play football.
Can you be high?
I believe so, yeah. There's a lot of functional guys that are high. I'm pretty sure somebody's high in here right now.
No.
About to look at your staff.
No.
There's with all the medical advances and how people are looking at cannabis now, people are using it socially.
But high, though.
Listen, you look at Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon said that he was high for a long part of his collegiate career. And when I was in Cleveland, I don't know if he was high or not. You would have to ask him. But I remember one practice, it felt like I'm telling a lot of Cleveland Brown stories, but I was at the practice, he was dominating. Damn, I'm talking about dominating. And I grabbed him and I said, listen, I seen Randy Moss. I played next to him. I was robbing to his Batman. I seen Calvin Johnson. I seen these guys at the top of their career. You got that. Like, you got the juice, bro. And he's looking at me. He's like, yeah, Nate, I got to get back in shape. I'm like, what do you mean get back in shape? Like, you're dominating practice. He said, I could lose a little bit of weight. And I'm thinking, okay, if you're telling yourself you're out of shape, you probably could lose 5 pounds. I'm like, what do you mean lose a little weight? He's like, I could lose about 20 pounds. I'm 20 pounds overweight. So I'm thinking to myself, you're out here dominating practice and you're walking around with 2 10-pound weight vests on, essentially.
Yeah.
And he lost that. And you look at Josh now, that's the guy who's back in shape, no fat, extremely focused. But yeah, I don't know if at those times he was high, but from what I read in the interviews that he's given lately, he spent a lot of his time under the influence of something and still was a great athlete. Corn Robinson, who played in Seattle, he had a lot of issues and battles with alcohol. He was a great athlete. Some guys can function, high or drunk, but I just hope they don't, because this window of time, in the analogy and metaphor of football, just don't fumble away this opportunity.
And Josh,
don't do it.
Yeah, and Josh almost did that.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.